Long before the world had a name, before humanity understood why it existed, the far west of the ancient continent was a place where the sun died every day in silence. There was no radiant light, no hopeful dawn, only a long, heavy twilight, like the final breath of a being that had grown too tired to continue. That land would later be called Aurelia, but in the oldest whispers, it was known by another name: the last place of balance. Deep beneath the earth, below stone and memory, there existed something that was neither creature nor God. It did not think, it did not dream, yet every thought and every dream passed through it. The heart of the world, each beat kept light from devouring darkness, and darkness from drowning light. As long as it continued to beat, reality itself endured. The gods understood this, and because they were afraid, they created a guardian. Morvith was not born of light, nor of shadow. He was born of divine anxiety. He stood at the boundary. He was the silence before a choice is made. His eyes were the color of pale ash, like what remains after everything has burned. He could see every possible ending, yet he was forbidden to stop them. Morvith stood beside the heart of the world for ages longer than human memory. He heard its rhythm mingle with the first cries of newborn children. He heard whispered prayers in the dark. He heard the screams of war when humans killed one another over things that would soon lose all meaning. No, God loved humanity as Morvith did, and no God was as desperate because of them. He saw the future. Cities collapsing before they were finished. Children dying before they knew who they were. A day when the gods would turn away, because when the world began to rot, divinity would choose its own eternity. When the heart of the world began to slow, Morvith understood. The world was dying, and no one else would save it. He reached out, not from ambition, but from fear. The moment Morvith touched the heart, the sky broke, light screamed, darkness surged. The gods descended like merciless wrath. They called him a traitor, a threat. No one called him what he truly was, a god too afraid to watch the world die. Morvith was bound, stripped of his title, sealed into the void between the stars. There was no time there, no sleep, only endless awareness. And within that infinite solitude, Morvith waited, not for forgiveness, but because he knew the day would come. Centuries passed when the heart of the world grew so weak that even the gods could no longer hear its beat. A child was found by a river in the eastern forest of Aurelia. No one knew where the child came from. No one recognized the faint mark on his chest as a fracture of the heart itself, hidden within mortal flesh. The child was named Erinder. Erinder grew up in the deep forest. He heard voices that did not belong to the living. He dreamed dreams that were not his own. Sometimes, when he looked into water, he did not see his reflection, but a sky breaking apart. People called him cursed. They did not know he was the world's final attempt to save itself. On the night the heart of the world nearly stopped beating, Morvith awakened within his prison. not because his power returned, but because life itself was fading. Through a fragile tear between realities, he saw Arenda, and for the first time, a god prayed. The dream came to Arenda like a sentence already passed. A woman cloaked in starlight placed a sword in his hands. She spoke no promises of glory, no victory. She said only this: if he did not go, everything would end in silence. His journey carried no hope. With every step, part of his humanity wore away. The forest whispered his name in the voices of the dead. The sea of mist showed him futures where he chose wrongly. And when he stood before the fractured heart of the world, Arenda understood the truth the gods had hidden. Morvith was never the enemy. He was only the one who admitted that this world could not be saved without absolute sacrifice. There was no battle, no triumph. Arenda raised the sword and drove it into himself. His blood flowed into the heart of the world. The heart beat again, stronger, stable, and utterly cold. Morvith screamed, not in pain, but in realization. Everything he had done had led only to this moment. When it was over, the gods returned. They declared the world saved. They rewrote history. There was no Morvith, no Arenda, no guilt. But every sunset, when the sun sinks into the sea and the western sky turns dark red, the heart of the world beats once harder. Humanity does not know why their chests feel heavy then. They only feel an unnamed sorrow, as if the world continues to live on something that must never be spoken of.